A picture is worth 1,000 words. Imagine you are George Lucas, and you have the imaginative idea for a movie. Star Wars. Your story involves action, drama, comedy, fictional beasts, alien battles, and floating cities, while excitedly casting your vision to your audience of investors, producers, scriptwriters, and the many professionals with their own artistic interpretations. You realize that they just can't get the picture of what you are passionately describing. So, you grab a piece of paper, a pencil, and furiously start sketching out a rough picture. Ah, now we get it, they unanimously declared. Today, I am going to illustrate for you how storyboards act out the important role of communication in filmmaking. I will break down this demonstration into 3 major snapshots. First, the history of storyboarding. Second, the elements of a good storyboard. And last, how to be a successful storyboard artist. A storyboard is a series of sketches drawn in a sequence, panel by panel, like a comic book for the purpose of pre-visualizing a production. A storyboard communicates ideas in the simplest and clearest language. Pictures. Let's rewind all the way back to 1928, when storyboards were pioneered at Walt Disney Studios during the making of the animated film Plane Crazy. Walt Disney credited animator Webb Smith with the idea of drawing scenes on separate sheets of paper and pinning them up onto a bulletin board to show the story in sequence. This was a brilliant development because the ideas of the story could be communicated to the entire team involved, discussed, and changed without spending unnecessary time or money. Walt Disney himself once said, "At our studios, we don't write our stories, we draw them." The first complete storyboards were created for the 1933 Disney short film, The 3 Little Pigs. The first live-action film to use the art of storyboarding from beginning to end was the epic drama Gone with the Wind. From here, storyboarding was used as a standard in film production and animation. Since storyboarding played such a lead role in the pre-visual art of filmmaking, other industries caught on to how advantageous they were in production and profitability. Today, they are used in television, website designs, music videos, conferences, theater, symposiums, and even fashion shows. Originally, storyboard panels would be quick rough pencil sketches. With the invention of computer technology, simple storyboard images become computer-drawn clips that can be viewed quickly on screen. These were called reels. Whether reels or storyboards, they allowed the whole movie to be watched before ever stepping foot onto a set. Kevin Costner, writer, director, and filmmaker, said, "If I can make things happen on paper, then I can make them work on set." Filmmaking is a very expensive process. According to You Money and the experts, the average Hollywood movie costs $139 million in production costs alone. Storyboards are a simple, cost-effective way to make changes before starting the costly filming process. "We edit the entire movie first in storyboard form," states Bonnie Arnold, co-producer of Toy Story. The movie Toy Story almost died 3 times during the pre-visual stage. Fortunately, changes to characters and storyline, Pixar was able to proceed and complete this children's favorite film. Now that we understand the history of storyboarding, we need to know how storyboards work by understanding the elements of a good storyboard. Very similar to the elements of fine art, a storyboard will show line, perspective, shading, and quality composition. The drawings can be quick rough pencil sketches or brilliant clean detailed drawings, depending on what stage of development the story is in. Well-drawn perspective illustrations demonstrate camera angles, which will remove guesswork for the camera crews. There are at least 20 technical terms for camera angles called shots. For example, the basic POV shot, which means point of view, is a clip shot from the eyes of the character, like in the movie Toy Story, when Buzz begins blasting through the room to prove his superior abilities. As he falls toward the bed, a POV shot is used. Action is one of the most challenging things to convey in a storyboard panel. A series of arrows will illustrate how the action will be executed. A bent arrow drawn around a character's face will suggest that the actor must turn his head away from the camera. Handwritten words between panels give more detailed instructions. By confident usage of shading and line stroke variation, a storyboard will also translate mood. For example, by drawing a dark shadow in the frame, lighting crews are informed of where to station the light source to create an ominous mood. Now, let's take an ECU, extreme close-up shot, of what is required to be a successful storyboard artist. Alfred Hitchcock said, "A good storyboard artist has to be a good storyteller. A good storyteller understands drama, knows how to hook you in, capture and hold your attention. He must be able to draw anything with speed and confidence." Of course, a successful storyboard artist must also be an excellent artist. He must be able to convert verbal information into physical drawings. He must be flexible, able to accept criticism, tenacious, and persistent. A storyboard for an average Hollywood movie can take 4 to 5 months to create. Not to mention the arduous hours of revisions often required. He must have an adaptable spirit to make changes into something he has invested so much creative energy into. Today we have previewed the art of storyboarding. Hopefully you have a much more animated picture of their significance. Perhaps the next time you are eating butter-flavored popcorn and watching Star Wars for the 100th time, you'll be able to recognize a POV shot or feel compelled to take notice during the credits of the storyboard artists whose hard work helped develop this epic film. You'll be able to replay what you have learned today: the history of storyboarding, how to make a good storyboard, and how to become a successful storyboard artist. I bet even George Lucas would agree that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Thank you.